All right, so we're making some serious progress now. You know how to find the program, you know how to find your eating guide, you know how the containers work, you've done your calculation. So now it's time to get the process started. So I want to give you guys a walkthrough. I'm not going to just hand you something. I'm going to walk you through how I would traditionally do a meal plan that would make my life and hopefully make your guys' lives a lot easier. So before, I used to say, like I just walked you through, you see how many containers you would eat, and I'd be like, okay, how can I make these into meals? And I was sitting down and I was teaching people, I was okay, take a green here, take a purple here, take a red here, and things like that. And like, while that's great, like that can change every single day. And I think that makes it harder on people. So thanks to doing 80-Day Obsession, the way that I meal plan is a lot different now. And as I was sitting down and doing it, I was like, oh my gosh, this could take the guesswork out for you guys too. So I'm going to show you how I would do a 21-day fixed meal plan based off of this new way of meal planning that I hope would make your life a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a spreadsheet with you guys. I'm going to share the process that I'm doing this with. And then I will share the example of this spreadsheet in the comments of this video. So that way you guys can take it, you can make it your own, make adjustments, and you'll have a way to start. So what I'm going to do is let's just get this ball rolling. The way that I do my meal plans, and I highly encourage you guys to do it too, is through an Excel spreadsheet. So this is through Google Sheets, and it's extremely easy to do. Again, I'm going to share this with you guys, but I'm going to create a meal plan today, the introductory part of the meal plan, using 21-Day Fix's meal plan and Plan B. So like we talked about in the last video, sorry, wrong one. Once you do this calculation, you'll find out where you are. So I'm basing this off of somebody that would come into this bracket. It all works the same no matter what bracket you fell into, but I'm just going to be doing this off of this one here. So as we know, I've just basically copied this over to my spreadsheet. I know that I can have 4 green containers, 3 red containers, 3 purple containers, 4 red containers, 3 yellow, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 4 spoons. So again, you know that what goes in each of those containers goes over here. So before we get to actually meal planning, here's what I encourage you to do. You're going to want to base, I'm going to write this in here so you guys can keep this, is you're going to want to spread your meals 2 to 3 hours apart. That's what the program says to do. And when you start doing it, it'll just come natural to you. For a while, you're going to think to yourself, like, holy crap, what if I can't eat it every 2 or 3 hours, or I'm not used to eating that much? Don't worry, guys. It's okay. You'll be fine. You'll figure it out. And as you guys can see in this, it's going to take a little bit of an adjustment, but at the same time, you will be able to do this. But as you guys can see right here, they do give you some example of how to do your meal plan, but I'm just going to walk you through the first steps before we get down to the containers and actually adding in food. So what I recommend you guys doing, you can do this off of time, or you can just do this off of making your pairs. What I recommend you doing is you're going to have 5 meals throughout your day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, if this was me, I would do meal 1, and then I would pick which containers are going to go into meal 1 for my entire week. So based off of, and again, you guys are going to have access to this. Don't worry about having to create one yourself. I'm just going to put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yes, you do this on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday. What I typically do is I'll leave a spot for my workouts here, so that way I know what my schedule is, and you guys can see if you go into your program how to, which you can find your workout calendar and stuff like that. So I'll put that in there. But I am super nitpicky, so again, I'm creating this for you as I'm doing it. So this is something that will make your guys' life easier. Okay, so for meal 1, what I would recommend doing, guys, is picking which containers you're going to put where. So based off of breakfast, I'm going to say that my breakfast will be a yellow, a red, and a green, and probably a spoon. So, because I'm going to probably put, olive oil in there. So great. I know that on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that my breakfast has to be those containers. So what does that leave me with? That leaves me now with 3 greens, 3 here. I didn't use any of those yet. Leaves me with 3 there. Leaves me with 2 there. 1 here, 1 here, and now 3 here. See what I'm doing here? So I'm saying, okay, now I'm going to do meal 2. So I'm going to say I'll probably make my life simple for meal 2. I'll probably do a purple container and a spoon. So if I wanted to do something like a fruit or with like almond butter, whatever. So now that leaves me with 2 of these left. All right, so, and 2 here. Meal 3, we'll say that's gonna be, so we'll say this is a snack. And this is how you guys are all gonna do it. This is so simple. And you're not gonna have to think twice about what you're putting where once this, so this will be like the hardest part of the entire thing. Meal 3, you're gonna say is your lunch. So for this one, let's see, what would I wanna have for lunch? I'll probably have a green container. I'll probably have a red container. I will probably have a yellow container. And let's put my orange container here and a spoon. So that will be 2 here. That will be 2 here. That would be 1 here, and then 0 here, and got rid of the spoon there. So, or 1 left here. So now I know that that's what I want to have for lunch every day. These containers will fall in there. I'm not doing any guessing work. I'm not thinking twice about it. Say meal 4 will be my next snack. And I'm going to say that will be a red. I'll say that will be a purple. And we'll come back to that based off of what we're at. So red on purple, we'll do 1 here. We'll have 1 left here. So meal 5 is going to be dinner. And let's see here. I'm going to say that I'm probably going to have a red for dinner, obviously. I'm going to have a green. I'll save my last yellow for dinner. I'll put blue there in case I want to put cheese on anything. And I'll probably put my spoon here. So I'm going to use olive oil or something. So that brings me down to 0, 0, 0, 0. Looks like we have 1 here still. Right, 1, 2, 3. Yep, so we have 1 green and 1 purple left. So in this situation, all you can do is you can decide, hey, do I want to save something for later just in case I get hungry? Maybe you put purple here so you have a fruit later on. And then you say, okay, where am I going to put that extra green? Maybe you just double up for lunch and do 2 greens there. So like, let's just say you did that. So as you guys can see, what we just did right there is we just planned out exactly what goes where for the entire week. So now guys, you don't have to think twice about when you're starting a meal plan, like you don't have to adjust things, like you know exactly what to do to like start assembling meals there. This is going to make your life so much easier. And then it's just going to be plug and play at this point. So hopefully this makes sense. This is how we're going to start. This is all I'm going to cover in this video. Is to just basically sit down and schedule out your 5-6 meals and say where you're going to put each container. And then the thing is like as you start meal planning, which we'll do in the next video, like as you're starting a meal plan, it's actually not going to be that hard because it's like, okay, well now I know that like I just have to plug and play in here. And if something does need moved to make your meal a little easier, you can do that too. But this is just going to make your life a lot easier. It'll help you meal plan fast. So this will be the longest part about the whole thing, as you guys can see. And then now it's about time to get the meal planning started. If you have any questions, as always, make sure you reach out to me or your coach. Talk soon.